My name is Sierra, and I created this channel to keep myself accountable, to also help other ladies who are struggling with their weight loss like I have in the past. For many years, I've struggled. Well, for the last 3 years, I've struggled to lose weight. I will be using this platform to share real results as I am going. I am just starting alternate day fasting today. I have done it in the past for a couple of weeks to try it out. I've also done for a longer period of time, and I have seen results and success. But I feel for where I'm at right now, I have worked up that fasting muscle so that I can consistently do alternate day fasting. So this is the very beginning of my journey, and I want to document it. Again, to keep myself accountable, but also so I can help someone else in real time. So I've tried it all. I've tried intermittent fasting. Well, okay, let's say it this way. I've tried it all, like most of you out there have too. I have done Weight Watchers. I have done juice cleanses, the Daniel's fast. I've done keto, just all kinds of things. Calorie restriction. I have weighed my food, measured my food, tracked my food, and the weight loss, it will go down a little bit, up by a couple of pounds, and then right back up. And there was really nothing that would work for me, no matter how consistent I was. I think that I just needed to push myself further. And what I realized in this journey is that your mindset plays a huge part in how you move, how you go through life. And at times, my mindset, I wasn't ready. I was not ready. I will go into my weight loss journey in the past and let you know more about that. So I'm 37 years old right now, and before my 30th birthday, I got down to what I consider my goal weight, and I will share those details as well. But I'm able to lose weight. I am an active person. I love to jog, run. In the past, I don't run anymore. I love to cycle, go for long walks, hikes. I love going to the gym, but a lot of things changed for me in 2020, like the world changed in 2020. But for me, including, what happened in the pandemic, but also things happen in my personal life, such as losing several members of my family in 2020. I think 5 members of my family, and one of them was my father. And so leading up to the year of losing him, I would say 9 months before losing him, that was already a hard year for me as well, with, seeing him decline and all of that. And I realized too late, that I stopped taking care of myself. All the things that I love to do, eating healthy, eating clean, working out, being active, I stopped doing that. And eventually it led me to depression. And during that time, I didn't take care of myself. I don't really think I cared for myself. I cared for everyone else around me, my family. I worked full time. I did everything that I normally would do, except take care of myself. I did not. And so from about 170 pounds was where I was at in 2019. I gained weight over the last 6 years, pretty much almost 6 years, and gained about 10 pounds per year. And it just kept packing on. And I just didn't feel like myself. I felt down. I didn't know what to do, where to go, where to start. And so I have made some yo-yo progress in the past 6 years, but I was able to get down to 200 pounds. And I think my highest weight that I seen on the scale was probably around 212. And just for reference, I'm being very vulnerable because I don't share my weight, but I'm being very vulnerable right now because I want to help someone. And I don't mind sharing my weight on this platform if it helps at least just one person. And so for reference, I am 5'3", sometimes 5'4", depending on what doctor, but I'm 5'3", and my goal weight was, what I am comfortable at is around between 155 and 165. Around those 10-pound range. I look very lean, very skinny based off of my body structure. And that I've had 3 kids, and after each pregnancy I've gotten back down to that weight. But just throughout life and as things happen, I can be at a stressful job or anything in life, my weight always changes. It always changed. I'm not claiming it for the future, but in the past, it always changed when I went through something. But I've decided that that is no longer a part of my life anymore, that I don't have to rely on weight gain, whether it be by eating things that doesn't make me feel good, or by not taking care of myself. I will no longer use that as a crutch or as medicine for the elements of life, the things that go on. And so during this time of after 2020 and, 2021, 2 and 3, the highest number that I remember seeing on that scale was 212. And then from 207, it took about another year to get to 200. And this 2025, this April of 2025 right now, it's actually the exact date is April 16th, 2025. And the whole year of 2024, I yo-yoed a little bit, but I maintained that 200-pound mark. And so that's a lot of time that has gone by where I have not gotten below that. But now I'm ready, and I have all the tools that I need to start my journey going forward, to start my new journey. This time I'm using fasting to take control of my weight and my habits and everything that I need to do. I am using fasting. Fasting is a tool that I will be using. And on this channel, I will be sharing what I eat on my down days. And before I get too far into that, I want to explain what ADF is. So ADF is alternate day fasting. And it's when you eat one day and you don't eat the next day. And it's pretty self-explanatory, but just to get into it more specifically, you have a 36-hour fast on your down day. So if today is, let's say yesterday when I started my fast, yesterday at 5 p.m., I closed my eating window. That means I stopped eating. And for me to do a 36-hour fast, that would mean that at 5 a.m. so yesterday was Tuesday. So that means at 5 a.m. on Thursday, I will be at the 36-hour mark. So that's how that works. 36 hours. Whenever you end your fast, you're not eating the next day, but the day after that is when, if you stop eating at 4, you know that the next day after you completely fast, you can start eating at 4 a.m. Mind you, I would still be asleep, so I have more hours that I can fast through my sleep. But different ways that you can do ADF is you can either do a straight fast where you don't eat at all on your down day. That's the day that you don't eat. It's called a down day. And the day that you do eat is called a feast day or an up day. And so for me, I am going to go 36 hours without eating. But in alternate day fasting, you can have 500 calories on your down day. You should have it in a short period of time, like one meal. It can be a small meal. Just count your calories. Make sure that you stay about the 500 calories. And then you start your window again. You close your eating window and you start your fasting through the rest of that 36 hours. So you would pause if you have some kind of tracker. I use Easy Fast. It's a free app. I mean, you can pay for it, but for what I do, I use it, and it's the free version of it. And I just start my fasting window. And if I were to eat on my down day, I would eat that 500 calories and then I will start my fast again through the remaining of the 36 hours that you have originally fasted, if that makes sense. And so you can do it that way. You can either eat on your down day for 500 calories at the most, or you can just fast through. It's up to you. I have tried not eating at all on my down day. And I know that I have been fasting for the last 4 or so months. in different ways, doing intermittent fasting, doing other kinds of fasting. So I know that I can do an extended fast, for 36 hours with no problem. I won't say with no problem. Yes, I will be hungry at times. And yes, I would want to eat because someone else is eating, but I can push through. So that's how ADF works. And so I will be using ADF to reach my goals. And so again, to get back to what this channel was about, I will be sharing what I do on my down days, and in my up days, I will let you know how I'm occupying my time, how I get through the day, through the fast. I will let you know what I eat when I do eat, and so you can get an idea of what my journey is and what worked for me. I will also show grocery hauls as well. For the food that I eat, I will show what I buy and where I buy it, how much. I will just go in complete details. Pretty much, I've watched a lot of different videos on intermittent fasting, and I'm going to give you what I like to see in videos. And I'm also open to suggestions as well. Huge thing. This journey isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. It's about showing up for yourself every single day. And so that's what I'm going to do. And if I happen to not complete a 36-hour fast, I am going to give myself grace, and I'm going to move forward and pivot and completely go forward instead of staying where I'm at or looking back or beating myself up about it. I'm going to give myself grace when I don't do exactly things according to plan, because all of my progress isn't done. I used to think this way, that if I make one mistake, I threw away all of my progress, but I don't. All that is I read somewhere that it's not for nothing. All of your progress isn't thrown away. You have it as history, and you have it, you can build on that. So it's not all or nothing. So I do want to lose weight. That is one of the biggest reasons why I'm doing this, but it's not the only reason. I want to feel more like myself. I want to take control of my life and make my body do what I want it to do, because it is not in control over me. I control it. And for the past several years, it has been controlling me, and that has gotten me nowhere. And so going forward, I just want to come and, create a community here of women, of people who are like-minded, or who maybe like myself have tried everything and nothing's working. So this is working for me. I just started today. I'm currently on my cycle, and the lowest number that I've seen since doing ADF and intermittent fasting for this time is 197 pounds. And I was just that a few days ago. I am currently on my cycle, and today I weighed in at 200.2 pounds, and that's where I'm starting. And so again, I will give you those weekly updates and take you along the journey, and we can do this together. So feel free to like this video, subscribe, share it with others, comment below. I will be more than happy to answer all questions. If there's something that I don't know, I will find the answer and get back with you. But anyway, see you later. Peace.